Every week, I ask listeners and viewers to send in their business problems so that myself and my guest can solve them. This week's problem is, as I say, so relevant, and it came from Neil McDonald. Neil said, "I'm struggling with giving feedback to my team. Any suggestions?" So I'll give my 10 penneth, and then you can give yours. One of the things I picked up when I was running business was from another podcast, and it was like a structure they suggested, and it was very, very simple. And the first question, actually feedback starts with a question, and the first question was, "Hey, can I give you some feedback?" Because if the person isn't in the right mind or the right frame or the right position or the right time to receive that feedback, they won't listen. So it's going to be a yes or a no. If it's a no, let me know when is the best time to do it. And the structure then is, I want to give you some feedback. Step 1, describe the behavior. So when you do this, etc., etc. And step 2 is this occurs. So the impact of the action. And then we discuss the future behavior. Either, how do you think you can change that action? Or better is to say, nice one, keep it going. And that's one of the main issues of feedback. People often see feedback and think of feedback as a negative, where actually what you should be doing as a leader, as a business owner, is actually looking for opportunities to catch people doing good stuff so that you can give them feedback. And I think the key to that is actually, if you ask yourself, would you like more feedback? Most people would say, yes, I would. So if you want more feedback, then your peers, your staff, your team should and will want more feedback. And I think the key is that structure, and also making sure there's positive feedback as well as negative, but also it should be timely and specific. So do it now. So 6-month appraisals, 3-month appraisals, annual appraisals, waste of time. It should be now. I used to do a one-on-one with my team every single week. And then you can give it, and on top of that, you've got the immediate feedback as well. So that would be my input on that. Mike, what would you say to Neil's problem?
Well, it's a common problem, Neil, I think, and it's a great question. I agree with you, Phil. I like that structure. I think we've talked about it just before this. Feedback has to be viewed as a gift. It is an opportunity for you to help someone get better, and that's why you're giving them that feedback, because you actually care. If you didn't care about that person, then you won't give them the feedback. You'd say, "Just do what you want, mate. I'm not that bothered." But I actually really care about you. I think actually what comes before that is real clarity from the leader on the mission that you are on, and as a business and as individuals, and how you all tie into that mission, and the expectations that you have on each and every one of your people. Because unless you've got absolute clarity on that, how the hell can you expect people to know what to do? So it actually comes way before that. And I think there's a big role there for leaders to be a lot more clear. On the battlefield, like I say, that's why you have an order system. There's no grey areas here. Like, we are doing this and you are doing that, and that is it. I'm not suggesting, by the way, that's how business should run, but you get my point. Clarity is key. There's I think it's great to give feedback when it's positive, but there's a great saying in jiu-jitsu as well that in competition, you either win or you learn. So actually, we want to give people feedback when they've failed as well, because it's an opportunity. So I agree with you. I think we could all do a better job at being clearer with our people about what we expect. And also, I might say, when was the last time as a leader you asked for feedback yourself? Tell me how I can be better for you.
Yeah, that's a great extra layer as well. And you've got to be, as a leader, you've got to be open to people saying, "Hey, Phil, that was crap. I didn't like the way you did that. I think you should have done it this way." And obviously, sometimes it's opinion, but you've got to be open to that and go, hold your hands up. That's fair enough.
I mean, that's you're the cultural architect of your teams, aren't you, as the leader? Quite often. And if you're not living those behaviours, if you're not being the change you want to see, that's the 4 Bs, the fourth one, then how can you possibly expect anyone else to do that? And along with those 4 Bs, I have a 4 Cs system for leadership. And one of the Cs is clarity. I've just talked about that. One is credibility as well. You will lose a lot of credibility if you're not living those values, living those behaviours, that you're expecting your team to live as well. So it really does start with you as the leader. Go and do it,
Great
Neil.
stuff. Great stuff. Neil, I hope that gives you some pointers. And if anybody else has got a business problem they would like solving on a future episode by myself and a future guest, drop me an email, phil@leedsbusinesspodcast.com, and hopefully we'll give you a solution.